covering every county. This is your statewide newscast. Arkansas Today.
Good afternoon. I'm Mallory Brooks. Thanks for watching Arkansas Today on this Wednesday afternoon. We begin with an Oklahoma City murder suspect arrested in southern Arkansas. El Dorado police pulled over a car that had a fictitious license plate. Police say the driver originally gave them a fake name. He was arrested for obstructing government operations. Police were able to confirm his name as Cheo McCoy when his fingerprints were run. He is wanted out of OKC for a February homicide. He's currently being held at the hospital for medical issues suffered after he swallowed narcotics. Earlier this week, another person fell off a bluff near Hawksbill Crag. Clarissa Bustamante talked to a man who sees these accidents firsthand, yet continues to climb the bluffs to show others the beauty from up top.
Quite honestly, I can slip and fall at any time.
Tim Ernst has been a professional nature photographer for 44 years, defying the odds as he treks through the trails in Newton County to get the perfect shot.
Waterfalls or sunrises, sunsets, anything that has very dramatic and beautiful light is what I'm really attracted to.
He's not the only one attracted to these beautiful sights. Earlier this month, a 20-year-old college student died after witnesses say she was trying to take a photo on Hawksbill Crag and fell. For Ernst, creating a nationally recognized portfolio doesn't come without having a strategic plan to navigate potentially dangerous areas.
I try to minimize the dangers if I should happen to slip and fall. I always try to put myself in a position to where if I should happen to fall, there's something in between me and the edge. And so I'm able to stop or basically save myself from going over.
Ernst says he's led hundreds of hikes out here and says the two most important things are to know your surroundings and just enjoy it.
And then maybe try to figure out how you can take a picture safely and with the least amount of risk.
He also adds he encourages people exploring the trails to focus balancing between their right and left foot because it could be the difference between life and death.
And that was Clarissa Bustamante reporting. A civil rights activist speaking up on the mass incarceration rates here in Arkansas. The Arkansas Advisory Committee to the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights held a forum at the University of Arkansas School of Law. It was aimed at gathering public testimony on the civil rights impact of mass incarceration. A future study will compare incarceration rates in the state concerning the impact on race, disability status, national origin, and sex.
We're hoping that this commission will step up and turn in some good recommendations for some new laws that will really do something, real change. Not a change for a vote, but real change for the people.
Last year, the committee held a panel in Little Rock to discuss this topic and juvenile justice. Hunters and fishermen had a chance to voice their views to the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. It happened at the second town hall meeting of the year. Commission experts answered questions about the conservation in the natural state, hunting and fishing, and really anything to do with the outdoors. One of the hot topics, turkey season.
We've had some difficult turkey seasons. This year it looks like we're about on par, maybe even a little bit better than last year, but still it's not where we want to be.
Arkansans also pressed the commission about its recent law that bans the transportation of live wild-caught bait fish caught in one body of water in Arkansas to another. Commissioners said the restrictions are to prevent the spread of invasive species such as Asian carp and zebra mussels. Downtown Branson could see a return to paid parking meters in the near future. This would be part of an effort to raise money to continue the Streetscapes project that began back in 2014. The Streetscapes project was intended to beautify and improve the areas of downtown as well as easing traffic congestion. As tourism grows, that program was put on hold due to lack of funding.
A member of the city staff brought it forth to the board just to hear some options as far as different companies. What would it look like? How many parking spaces do we have currently? What would the revenue stream look like? Is it worth it? So we're super early on in this process.
Currently, 433 parking spaces can be found in downtown Branson. Happening today, Vice President Mike Pence travels to Michigan, where he will tour Ford Motor Company's plant in Dearborn. While there, Pence will make public remarks regarding the trade deal negotiated with Mexico and Canada, a deal that must still be approved by Congress in order to go into effect. And a Washington state deputy will be remembered today. A procession and public memorial service will be held for Cowlitz County Deputy Justin DeRozier. DeRozier was shot April 13th while checking on a complaint about a motorhome blocking a driveway. He died early the next morning. The suspect was shot and killed by police that same night. Coming up, the Diamond Hogs continue their winning streak with a huge win last night. Now they have one more game